Because you can't have summer fun with salad. Only available in Leduc.
Kickoff is coming July 17th. Elks, Lions at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. It's Dog Days of Summer presented by ATCO Energy. Bring your pup and watch the game in an exclusive section. Get your tickets at goelks.com/tickets.
Smart, connected, community-driven. Jason Krueger sets the standard for sports talk in Edmonton. Join the conversation on Sports 1440. Text Krueger 833-401-1440. Sports 1440, where Edmonton talks sports.
What if you could hire motivated, safety-trained youth with no risk and funding to support you? At Careers the Next Generation, we make hiring easy with funded internships across Alberta in trades, IT, forestry, and more. Interns are WCB covered, complete high school accredited safety trained, and arrive ready to contribute from day one. With 42% of RAP students completing their apprenticeship by age 22, you get skilled workers faster. Spots are filling up. Visit careersnextgen.ca today.
No! Canada is up 2-0. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Relax, Mike.
See that, Dan? My left eye is twitching. That's my warning eye. It'll be 2-2 by stoppage time. It's never wrong.
With early payout from Bet365, I got paid the second they went up 2 goals. So to me, it's now the safest lead.
Early payout from Bet365, huh? Now my right eye is twitching, Dan.
Bet365. If gambling is affecting your mental health or well-being, 211 Alberta is here to help. Call or text 211 or visit ab.211.ca. 18 plus only. T's and C's apply.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is serious about cooling. In fact, we offer multiple ways to cool your home. So you better
call Legacy. Call Legacy.
If you're looking for traditional air conditioning, we got you.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Or ask us about a heat pump to help you heat and cool.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
Cool with AC or cool with a heat pump. Cool your home with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Here's the Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
Welcome to the Lowdown. Today's show, Elks at Commonwealth tonight versus BC Lions, a chance to go 4-1. Jays unbeaten this week, but there's danger ahead because they play tonight. Oilers quiet, news is cold, but you never know. World Cup final this weekend, and the Open rolls along. Lowdown with Lowetide, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick on Sports 1440 and YouTube. Hurry in for hot summer savings, including 0% purchase financing on select models. That's 0%. Details at wolfgmcbuick.com. Our headliner of the day, Steve Lansky, also Tristan Peters of the Chicago White Sox. They'll join us at 1:20. We're just not sure what order they're coming in, but they're on the way. We are live on sports1440.ca, iHeartRadio, and Radio Player Canada. After the show, we're on Apple and Spotify podcasts. We tweet it out on X as well. You can text or call anytime, 833-401-1440. That's 833-401-1440. We're on Twitter at Lowetide, at Declan Krueger, and at JFenwick04. Elks, Jays, Oilers, World Cup. And we're going to ask our young people to the right a question that I believe they'll have a good answer to. And we'll do that in the first segment. It's straight LA here. It's time for the introductions. If he were a major league player, he would be a power-hitting outfielder like Mike Trout. Of course, he takes so many bathroom breaks, they'd probably force him to be the DH. But ladies and gentlemen, he's a great guy anyway. Josh Fenwick. Josh Fenwick, everybody.
I'll tell you for sure, I'm not putting up 90 WAR in my career.
But you wouldn't turn down a trade away from the Los Angeles Angels, though, like Trout does.
It's a good question.
You would
Favorite
definitely
team?
take the deal.
Yeah, probably.
You know you
Am I
would.
getting paid as much as Mike Trout? Probably not, because I wouldn't be posting 90 WAR in my career.
He's better this year.
Yeah, he's unbelievable this year. He's awesome.
If he were a major league player, he would be just like Ellie De La Cruz, fast, brilliant, impactful, lots of personalities, and a manager trying to get him to strike out less. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Declan Krueger. Declan Krueger, everybody.
I love that. I don't know if it's the last week, 2 weeks, but your intros have been really, really on point.
Well, what I'm trying to do is include a little bit of good and a little bit of edge. So it's sort of like rhubarb pie. A lot of sugar, a little sour.
I got 2 for you quickly.
Yep.
What does Ellie's next contract look like? And what is the best stat in baseball to grade a player in 2026?
Oh, WRC plus is really good.
On base percentage.
I would say I like Sierra for pitchers, starting pitchers. For hitters, I just go for, honestly, it's probably barrels, barrel rate. It's hard because baseball is always morphing with statistics. It's a statistical sport, so there's always something new coming along. What about you?
I think Billy Bean had it right. On base percentage. Do you get on base? Do you not? It's a good way to grade players.
Are you going to say aggregate?
No.
By the way, somebody took my nib for the headphones. So
all right, I got you.
We have 2 guests today, Steve Lansky and Tristan Peters. I think the interviews would go better if we actually had, the host with headphones. And I apologize to you. It's not your fault, but it does become your problem. Who steals them? You can tell me. Like, what kind of, I think it's Connor.
No, it's not Connor.
All right.
That's the least likely candidate of everyone here, I would say.
Well, no, I think Josh would be. Because Josh simply doesn't care.
He's right at the top.
Well,
anyway, let's talk a little bit about the sports that are out there. Elks tonight, 4-1. They could go 5-1. And if they do, I think 3 weeks from now, we might be looking at one of Saskatchewan or Edmonton having enough of a lead that we can't project them for, winning the division, but having a really good shot. If the Elks go 3-0 in the next 3 weeks, like 7-1, and they'd be in first place, at least tied. And I think you can probably project them as possibly the Western Division winner based on what they've done the last several years. That would be breaking damn news.
Yeah, they definitely be first, because if they go 3-0 the next 3 weeks, 2 of those wins would be against Saskatchewan, and the best Saskatchewan could be in that situation would then be 5-3. So you would have a nice cushion. It'd be too early to predict anything, but obviously you got to win the game tonight. Like, BC has had your number 13 of the last 14. I believe Nathan Rourke has never lost to the Double E. You got to go, and they beat you kind of soundly in your only loss of the season, won the line of scrimmage, ran all over you. So you got to take care of business in this one for sure. But if you can go into that Saskatchewan back-to-back at 5-1 and steal one of those games, you and Saskatchewan will have both cleared yourselves from the rest of the West Division.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. By the way, we have Tristan Peters coming up with Chicago White Sox, made the All-Star team. He is from Winkler, Manitoba. Went to school, I think, in Okotoks, and he is the first member of the Savannah Bananas, who are a famous minor league team that does a lot of cool stuff, like, dancing. He's the first one to make the Major League All-Star team. Had a fascinating life. He's a center fielder, and actually, in terms of MLB average, in terms of hitters for center fielders, he does very well. So looking forward to talking to Tristan Peters today. We talked yesterday about major league players, Canadian major league players, making it in a big way. Larry Walker would be the famous one, I think. The first one I remember was a guy named Pete Ward, who played for the Chicago White Sox in like the late 60s, early 70s. Reggie Cleveland was from Swift Current, so I always had all of his baseball cards. But is there a Canadian baseball player that either of you guys are aware of or followed or appreciate at some level, or does it not matter to you at all?
It's not that it doesn't matter. It's just that, like, I don't really know any of them. By the time they get to the majors, that's when I'm like, oh, this person I'm aware of, but there's not someone that I'm like, oh man, there's some Canadian stud that's pitching for South Carolina right now or something like that. And
right. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yet.
I think it's probably because you live in a country that is so irresponsible, it sends its smoke to other countries. to ruin
How-
lives.
How dare they?
Honestly, I mean, get it together, man.
Yeah, like how rude.
Is there not a department of smoke direction the government can like fire today?
They need to bring someone in.
Wow. I am telling you. Unbelievable. All right. The Oilers are quiet. Hockey's quiet. Like, I don't know when Larkin's going to get traded, right? Like, nobody's everybody's at the cottage.
Yeah, I think this is like exactly. That's exactly what this is. Everyone is on their summer vacation right now.
You think Ken Holland's running to the phone?
No, I don't think anybody's running to the phone right now. I think even though Detroit just made a move and their higher ups are working on who's going to come in as GM, I don't think they're very worried about, oh man, like we got to get rid of Dylan Larkin soon. He was probably like, hey guys, what's the news on a trade for me? They're like, hey, listen, I'm going to the cabin for 2 weeks. I'm not picking up any calls. I need to decompress here from our 10th consecutive season of missing the playoffs. So we'll talk to you later. Don't worry.
Yeah. Do you think there's any possibility Larkin will stay now that Yzerman's gone?
No.
All right.
I think he sees the Red Wings as a losing franchise. He won a gold medal this year and is just ready to go to a place where he feels he can win.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And, I remember when Rick Nash did it in Columbus, and he was real nice about it. He goes, look, if you guys are rebuilding again, can I go somewhere else? And how can you deny that? I mean, he really did put in a lot of time on losery teams. And then he didn't end up winning because he went to New York. I mean, going to the Rangers is really risky if you're looking for a Stanley Cup. Let's put it that way. World Cup, Sunday. What time is it on Sunday? Does anybody remember?
I think it's at
2:00 in the afternoon.
I thought it was at 1.
Most of them were at 1.
It's at 1.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
Okay. I'm going Argentina. What about you guys?
I'm also rocking Argentina, quite frankly.
I mean, it's incredibly I hate to pick against the goat of goats.
But you think
I think Spain is a better, more
Yamal, he's got it.
Like his tournament, he hasn't shown up in the Golden Boot race or anything like that. But he, like his creativity and what he can do in that. Like, I just think Spain is a better team. They're more defensively responsible. I think they have a better midfield. And yes, they don't have Lionel Messi. But you know what? You know what 2 wingers I would like to have on my team? Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. So, I'm rolling with Spain. Here's the other thing, really quickly. They made France look beyond average. And France was a super team running through everyone except Paraguay.
Yeah.
Like, I just think they're better.
That being said, Messi can make something out of literally nothing.
Do you think that one of the reasons the European teams have trouble with Argentina is they're so loose? Like, you seem to be able to do anything you want against them, and they look unstructured until they look brilliant. Like, they're highly creative, and they only need to be creative twice in a game to beat you. And it seems to work again. Like, the European teams how many European teams were in the final? 8.
6.
Right. And now it's down to 1, and Argentina is still there, which is exactly what happened last time, I believe. So is Argentina just so maniacally unpredictable that the European teams are all about, figuring out down to the quarter millimeter of what a play should be and how to defend it, that Argentina kind of plays with European clubs' minds, or is this just Argentina being messy and everybody else?
That's part of it a little bit for sure, but it's also what they played Switzerland and then England, who just scored in the 55th minute and parked the bus. That it's definitely part of it. I just think it's been overstated a touch right now.
Right. Okay. All right. So there you go. We have Steve Lansky of Inside the Truck podcast and Tristan Peters, Chicago White Sox center fielder, coming up in hour number 2. We have Declinations. What's on Declinations today, sir, at 12:40?
Yeah. I don't really know what spurred this one in the old cranium, but me and Josh are going to it's summer, right? We're having fun. We are going to be doing our top 5 chips.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sour cream and onion.
We're getting real specific with it. So if it's sour cream and onion, you got to give me a brand.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Hostess ketchup chips when I was a kid were really good. All right. Because it is summer and we are having fun, I've decided to ask you, gentlemen, a question at the end of the first segment every day. It begins today. So I'll start by saying this. When I was 15, my favorite song was Ballroom Blitz by Sweet.
Great one.
It was a great song. At 15, that song, the summertime, just play the hell out of it. And I did. So when you were 15-ish, it doesn't have to be exact, what song were you listening to all the time? In fact, your mom or dad or sister or brother may have gone, could you play another record?
Man, that's a tough one.
That was like 3 years ago for you.
I know. What happens?
What music was popping off during COVID?
Oh, that's a great question.
Say So by Doja Cat.
Yeah, Doja Cat. Dua Lipa is really becoming a thing. Man, like, and then just a bunch of rap, but I never listened to rap when I was in high school. Like, it just wasn't a thing for me. However, I guess my answer will be a rap song.
Right.
Because it would be The Box by Roddy Ricch.
Okay. There you go.
Love that song. Insane to think it came out when you were 15.
I don't know if it came out when I was 15, but I know it came out around then.
Yeah. Ish. You don't have to
six, yeah, like 6 and 1/2 a day. It's still crazy to me because I think of that song as like peak young adulthood. Like I'm just flying listening to The Box.
And what about you?
I had to. It might have been Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier.
Hey, great one.
Yeah.
I remember the music video.
Yeah.
No.
It was just like, it was everywhere. Listened to a lot of radio, obviously. It was always on it. It was a good song. So
Next on Monday, I'm going to ask you what song was number one the day you were born. And I'll give you a teaser by telling you my song that was number one when I was born. You ready?
I have to do research?
Yeah.
Can we guess?
Sure.
Okay.
It won't be as embarrassing as the one I got, though.
I'm going to say it was. Wow, my time's really messed up. I'm going to say Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys.
Oh, I wish it was that cool. No.
What year were you born?
Not telling you.
Okay.
You gotta know.
I just gotta know. He was in the 60s, right? So I just gotta do some. What's the You're Just Too Good to Be True?
Oh, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You by Frankie Valli.
Am I close?
No.
Damn.
The number one song when I was born was Big Bad John by Jimmy Dean.
Wow.
I want to yell, there's a light up above. 20 men scrambled. Yeah.
Lovely.
Big Bad John. I mean, he sold sausages, did Jimmy Dean. Couldn't I get the Beach Boys or Roy Orbison? That would have been cool.
I'm interested to find out what mine is now.
Well, you can tell us today if you want.
Nope. Everyone has to wait.
All right. That'll be part of the Monday show. Okay. We do have a very busy show. On the way, rumors and declinations this hour at 12:20 and 12:40. And I don't know the order, and I apologize. And I apologize to Lansky, too, because he's out there waiting. But the White Sox are flying to Toronto. They're playing the Blue Jays. We have Tristan Peters lined up. We're hopeful to get him either at 1 or 1:20. And then Lansky will be on this. Not that he's the secondary guest or the second guy. He's a beautiful man, and I love him. It's just that he is kind enough to move it around because he's a producer at heart, and he knows these things occur. So that's all straight ahead. Lowdown with Lowetide, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick.
Are you looking for safe and reliable transportation solutions for your wedding, corporate retreat, or golf trip? Look no further than Silent Rides, Alberta's premier charter bus company. Whether your group is big or small, Silent Rides has you covered. We offer 3 different sizes of units to cater to your needs, and we provide first-class service at affordable rates. Get your quote today. For more information and to request a quote, contact sales at 877-748-0991 or visit silentrides.ca.
Are you a skilled laborer? All-Star Construction wants to talk to you. A heavy equipment operator with Traco or backhoe experience? All-Star Construction wants to talk to you, too. With work in and around Edmonton for local land developers, All-Star Construction offers year-round employment. Whether it's power, gas, or telecom, developers rely on All-Star Construction to get the job done. So if you're a skilled laborer or a heavy equipment operator with Traco or backhoe experience searching for work, search All-Star Construction on Indeed.
Hurry in for hot summer savings at Wolf GMC Buick. Take advantage of 0% purchase financing for up to 72 months on select new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 pickups. 0% purchase financing for 36 months on select new 2026 Sierra 2500 Denali and Denali Ultimate models. Plus, huge cash savings on GMC Sierra heavy-duty trucks. And ask about the $1,000 truck trade-in bonus and low-rate lease offers. Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
Want to invest in Alberta's workforce, fill your talent pipeline, and get funding? Careers, the next generation connects employers with motivated, pre-vetted youth through funded internships. Easy, impactful, and risk-free.
When you work with a group like Careers who have experience in that area, they can demystify and navigate all the complex steps and stakeholders that have to be involved.
Visit careersnextgen.ca today.
It's the Bricks 55th birthday bash. And this weekend only, the savings are huge. Find incredible deals throughout the store. Plus, the first 10 customers on Saturday receive a $55 credit toward a furniture or mattress purchase. Buy any TV 65 inches or larger and get a $55 instant credit towards a soundbar. And buy select mattresses to receive a $55 instant credit toward bedding accessories. Enjoy cake and family fun on Saturday at noon and enter for your chance to win over $155,000 in prizes. Hurry in. These offers end Sunday, July 19th.
It's Dollar Drink Summer at McDonald's. Sip on a refreshing small fountain drink or a small iced coffee for just $1 each plus tax, all summer long. Only at McDonald's. Excludes flavored and cloud iced coffees at participating Canadian restaurants. Taxes extra. Prices exclude delivery.
Alberta, we're wild and tough and beautiful. We agree that good enough isn't good enough. And though everything that matters starts with a home and a family. At Lux, our family has been handcrafting windows and doors for this incredible place for over half a century. And there's no place we'd rather be. Everything we are is windows and doors. A company born and bred and made in Alberta.
Your co-op grow team are your local experts because we live here too. Our agronomic specialists stay up to date with the latest research and technology to help support your entire farm operation. As your crops fill and mature, we're here to help you assess crop health, manage pre-harvest applications, and make informed decisions for a successful harvest. Co-op, we're all growing together. Here for your farm, here for your family. Talk to your co-op grow team today.
The Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440. Can you fit Sports Encyclopedia on a business card?
Presented by Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
Down on Sports 1440 for Wolf GMC Buick. Check them out. WolfGMCBuick.com. Beautiful weather. If you're buying a new vehicle, today would be a great day to drive it off the lot. Sunny, gorgeous. Go to the Elks game tonight. Or, park and ride. Brand new wheels. Not a bad way to go. By the way, we have confirmation. We were uncertain, and now we are certain because we got a phone call from the park. So Tristan Peters of the Chicago White Sox at 1 o'clock today, and Steve Lansky at 1:20. We have declinations at 12:40, and right now we're doing rumors brought to you by Harley Davidson of Edmonton. It's riding season, and Harley Davidson of Edmonton has your next bike waiting. Huge selection of new and pre-owned, plus test rides available. Locally owned and operated since 1980 on the Yellowhead Trail or at hdedmonton.com. There you go. By the way, I had a chance to talk to Tom Gazzola today. He's loving it here.
Mm-hmm.
He really likes Brandon.
That's good.
I'm not sure of either of you two guys, though, which I found surprising.
Not surprising to me at all.
I thought he'd be more, yeah.
I'm a scumbag. Of course he doesn't like me.
It's only been 2 weeks. It took me probably took me about 2 weeks. Yeah, okay.
That's Josh speaking, by the way.
No, that was definitely Declan that said that.
That was Josh. Need that on the record.
It's a funny bit, though, right? Because it irritates you, and that's what makes it funny, is that, you get mad about it.
I get so mad about it.
It's okay, Josh.
Hey.
All right, key dates for the Edmonton Oilers and other NHL teams. Their schedules are out. September 29th, Edmonton at home against Vancouver. Then they play Vancouver on the road and then Seattle. So they could go 3-0, and I do not remember the last time the Oilers were 3-0, but it was a while ago that they did that. Bruins are here February 19th. There are two All-32 nights. They are October 13th and then April 10th. The NHL Frozen Frenzy is October 13th, and then the last day of the year, game day of the year will be October 13th, or will be April 10th. Outdoor games. The Jets are hosting the Canadians at the 2026 Tim Hortons NHL Classic on October 25th. Utah Mammoth play their first outdoor game on December 31st, hosting Colorado at the Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Are you a fan of outdoor games still?
No, I don't care. I like the first one. Montreal Edmonton was great.
Mm-hmm.
But then they paid homage not at all to that game. They started that up again and pretended like the new ones were the first ones ever.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's kind of a jerky thing to do. The Edmonton Oilers hatched the idea, worked on the idea, embraced the idea, bore fruit with the idea, and then nobody gave them credit. And I just think that's a jack-o'-lantern thing to do. And then Crosby got hurt in one of those games, like concussed pretty badly. So I'm not a big fan of that. The chance to see Sid and Ovi, there's 4 chances for you to see it. October 7th, 18th of Jan, March 13th, April 4th. I don't know if Ovi's going to play the whole year.
I don't know if he's going to be playing significant minutes all year. I'd be highly surprised.
He might play home games. I mean, he signed. That's over with. We'll see. I mean, what record does he have that he absolutely needs?
None of them.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's the point?
I don't know. Get to 1,000,
maybe, but that's a long way.
Yeah, it's a long way. That's a lot of power play goals.
Hurricanes and Kraken will play a pair of games in Helsinki, November 12th and 14th in the Global Series Finland. And then the Blackhawks and Senators will meet in Dusseldorf, December 18 and 20 in the Global Series Germany. And Brady Tkachuk will return to Ottawa.
Is that going to be the most anticipated game of the year?
October 21. I don't know. It probably will be very anticipated,
Mm-hmm.
And God knows what will happen. I'm just so tired.
A lot of fights.
Yeah. I'm tired of the whole story. Honest to God, that whole U.S. Olympic team story. I mean, you could accuse Canadians of being over the top about hockey, but oh my God.
The Americans are just over the top about winning.
And portion sizing.
Yeah, they're really in on that.
Giving more, getting your army to be even more manly is the latest one.
Yes, I saw that. They've just pumping them full of testosterone.
They're not. These guys. They're not manly enough. They didn't climb that fence quickly enough. I don't know, man.
It has to be a drop in testosterone. Guys, start shooting it. All right.
Oh my God. By the way, the Saddle Dome will be done on April 10th unless they make the playoffs, which is the best punchline ever.
How dare you? There's a world where it happens.
Sure it is. Yeah. The world where, you've got goaltending, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if you guys saw Woodley's thing. I think he was on a podcast and he was talking about best goaltending in the NHL relative to defensive environment and things. And so relative to defensive environment, Calgary ranked number 1 because their goalies played really well and their defensive environment post trade deadline was worse than the Vancouver Canucks.
Wow, really?
Yes.
That's saying something.
And I mean, Devin Cooley had an awesome year. And Dustin Wolf didn't have the year that he had the year before. But he still was like at 8. He's hovering right around that 890 save percentage.
Well, that's real good.
That's 890 is the new 900.
Which Canadian team has the best chance to win the Stanley Cup next year?
Montreal Canadiens.
I think you're right.
Edmonton.
I need to see, I know everybody's all in on Mike Babcock, but there's a world in which this doesn't go.
This is crazy because I feel like I'm usually the one giving pushback here. Like I know Montreal just had a nice conference finals run and they're building and all that, but I view it so much. I don't want to call it a flash in the pan because I don't want to be disrespectful to what Montreal is building and what they just did last season. And I don't think it's a flash in the pan, but them regressing is much more likely to me than Edmonton not taking last year as a learning experience and taking that step back towards the Stanley Cup.
Well, see, I think that, your point about Montreal is a good one. They could certainly regress. However, they've got a pile of talent. And in Edmonton, they are making a major, as the kids call it, sea change. They're going from not terribly disciplined to extremely disciplined. And not everybody's going to buy in and not everybody's going to succeed. And so there's going to be pressure points during the year. And there's going to be famous people who are, faded, and it's not guaranteed to go well. Does anybody aside from me see a world in which Mike Babcock isn't coaching come playoff time?
No. I think he's going to be there.
I mean, I see a world, but it's an extremely unlikely scenario. They would have to be 20-3. No, they would have to be 20-55 come.
No, I respectfully disagree. If it's not working, we'll know. And
that's what I'm saying. It'll be evidence in the record.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it could. I just think it's so unlikely that because it would have to be record based. And I don't see them being that bad.
Yeah,
we didn't see him being that bad last year.
I want to agree with you, but please understand you've gone from a coach who was like, I'm going to play McDavid and Draisaitl on different lines to the night before the regular season changing his mind, however that happened, to a guy who absolutely is rigid about the things that are important to him. And you've got 23 guys who have to buy in, and you can't trade 23 guys. It's going to be interesting. I'm not predicting he's going to be fired, but I'm saying that is a possibility. If they struggle.
But how much do they have to struggle? What
was Woodcroft, 2-7-1?
Yeah. You think
2-9-1? 2-9-1.
Yeah, 2-9-1. Sorry.
Oh, I think early they probably will start well early because they got an easy schedule.
Okay, so come
trade deadline, they would have to be
20-50.
Oh, I don't think it'll be at the trade deadline.
No, I'd say come New Year's. New Year's Day
would be a good.
What would have to be their record for them
American
to go?
Thanksgiving and New Year's would be too pressure.
They'd have to do really bad leading up to American Thanksgiving.
Now you're paying two coaches not to coach for you for the next 3. They would have to be winless essentially.
That's not true.
He's not going to get fired by.
Please
American
understand.
Thanksgiving if they have a bad record.
The leadership group is all in on this. Mike Babcock's the guy. There's no doubt in their minds. Now, 23 men in true have to sail the ocean blue, and they have to all do it together, pulling those oars in unison. It's possible that doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree with that part. I just think it would have to be something monumental for him to get fired that early.
They could be 13-12-2 and fire him. It depends on what's happening in the room, how many people have bought in, how many people have been faded, and how everybody feels about it. This is not an easy.
How many phones get checked?
Well, this isn't an easy voyage for this team. For Babcock, and I think Babcock knows it, and that's why he was hesitant. And I think the leadership group knows it, but I think there's players who are going to find out. And that's what we're looking at. And trust me, I think Babcock's going to do a really good job. I like button-down hockey clubs, so I welcome this. But it is a massive change. And oftentimes in life, when in business or in life personally, when there are major changes, it takes a while and the adjustment isn't necessarily smooth. That's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree with the crux of what you're saying. I think everything was very well said and, absolutely can be applicable. I'm just saying, there will have to be something monumentally wrong with their record for a firing to take place. I don't think it will. I like that 13-2-2 or whatever the record thrown out there was. I just can't see it.
Well, we'll see. I hope that the Edmonton Oilers have a great year, but there is a possibility they won't. And there is also a possibility that some of the players on this team who are coming to camp won't fit in, and they might not have replacements. And so then you start altering the roster.
Cat Dad texted, Babcock gets fired when he asks Cy Coward to make a list on what players don't work hard.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, who knows? Anyways, at the end of the day, yes, I still think the Montreal Canadiens actually do have the best shot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And our friend Declan does not. But
I think
good.
they have
That's
a way
fine.
better decor.
Yeah. Hey, what's
way
this?
better? Way better?
Matthias Ekholm is about to be 35.
He's
Jake
playing
Wallman
great.
is about to be your second pairing defenseman.
But
Alec Regula might be getting minutes. Like
Ekholm is playing brilliantly well.
Ekholm is playing really well,
And they
but
have-
he's getting older.
I understand that, but he's playing like if you look at what he did a year ago, man. He could erode or devolve from there a little bit and still be great.
I like Shea and Murphy.
I like Shea too a lot.
I'm taking Evan Bouchard over Lane Hudson. Like, do I think they have a better decor? Yeah. Do I think way better is a little touch disingenuous to the Oilers? I do.
All right.
We're
Homer.
seeing eye to eye on a decent little bit here. I'm just massaging some of the outskirts of everything.
Did you gentlemen see what happened? I can't find it, so I can't source it. So I might have dreamed it. But I read somewhere where a well-known Philadelphia sports figure was talking about LeBron coming to the 76ers.
I don't see it.
No, I don't know who that would have been.
It was a running back for the Eagles.
I didn't see that.
All right.
Saquon?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting. I can't. I just don't see it.
You
It doesn't make
guys-
sense.
You guys, man. You're just down on all my people.
I just think it's so clearly Cleveland at this point.
I don't think it's clearly Cleveland.
What do you think it is?
I still think it's probably going to end up being Golden State.
No, because I think you'd only go there if they get AD, and I don't think they can anymore.
Just yeah, he's not going to South Beach. I mean, like maybe he's waiting for this investigation to finish up, and he's going, all right, come on, Toronto.
Here it is. Saquon Barkley pitches LeBron James. Stop it. We got to accept the cookies from NFL.com.
Lovely.
Saquon Barkley pitches LeBron James on bringing title to Philadelphia. You'd be remembered forever.
Saquon, I'm going to let you in on a
Maybe
little
not for
secret. He's
good.
going to be remembered forever.
Also,
anyway.
you can't golf in January in Philadelphia.
No, you cannot. You can't golf in January in Toronto, to be fair.
But Miami, you could.
This is the other thing. Like, Philly fans are pretty brutal. And LeBron is, obviously the top two biggest stars the sport's ever seen with Jordan. He would be the fourth best player on that team. Like, legitimately, he's not better than Tyrese Maxey, a healthy Joel Embiid, or Jaylen Brown right now.
Well, wait a minute.
But he
wait a
would
minute.
carry the brunt of anything that goes
You
wrong
can't
in one of the
say
worst markets.
What you said about Brown 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no, Jaylen Brown's better than LeBron right now. Make no mistake. Like, make no mistake. He is a Jaylen Brown at the game of basketball on July 17th, 2026 is better than LeBron.
I'm going to splice all the things you say about Jaylen Brown together, and then people's heads are going to spin.
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, basketball, I don't think is LeBron's main priority at this point anymore.
It's opening up those damn schools that people don't like, isn't it?
Oh, well, hey, you know what? At least someone's opening schools.
Getting children to learn. Who thought that was a good idea?
They need help with literacy rates everywhere, not just the States.
That's one thing. We should read a book, a segment every day where we improve our reading.
We could do a summer book club, the three of us.
We could totally
no,
do that.
I'm out. Sorry. I'm not doing that.
What are we doing? What do we read? Is there a Love Island book? Does it have photos?
Huge for me. I was thinking we start with the Iliad.
What team did he play for?
Sports Almanac 1984.
I'll tell you what, you guys could learn a lot if you read either of Punch Imlach's book, which were written by Scott Young, Neil Young's dad.
I feel like I've heard that information before.
Well, you probably have. All right. I don't want to take too much time away from Declinations. Tell us again what you're going to be telling us about there, Declan.
We're having fun today, having a lot of fun. We're going to be doing our top 5 because it's summer, and we're beat and we do hockey and basketball and
We've
football.
done nothing.
We're beat. So we're going to be doing our top 5 chips. Top 5. Everyone loves chips. Everyone's going to have an opinion. Our top 5 chips.
Yeah, we're going to diss you is what we're going to do. It's all straight ahead. It'll be fun.
What if you like them?
Maybe. Lowdown with Lowetide brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick.
Kickoff is coming July 17th. Elks.
Turner, Weaver. That ball is smoked left field and deep. And this one is out here. Trey Turner. Touch of all time. Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, welcome to the play-by-play. Ay. Oh, boy. Locked in, and that one is the 11th of the year for Trey Turner. Farland 3-1. Nola Alvarez gets into one to left. Marsh looks up, and that one crawls into the seats. Schwarber got robbed by the railing, and Alvarez hit one just off the top or just above it for his second blast of the night.
Fajardo flips this one out. Rankin trying to get there on second in a couple. He'll get it all. Touchdown, Justin Rankin. His second in the ball game.
You need the lowdown? It's with Lowetide right now on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
It's 12:41. This is the Lowdown on Sports 1440 for Wolf GMC Buick. Some low score is being punched through at Royal Birkdale in the Open. Herbert, Young, Chambeau, Burns. Scheffler is tied for 6th. Rahm is at -2 right now. It is time for Declinations, brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Edmonton Elks Dog Days of Summer tonight against the BC Lions. Bring your furry friend with you. Lock in your tickets right now. GoElks.com/tickets. Man, I can only imagine watching a game with Ziggy in the stands. It would be she would run away from me and then jump off of something, and then I'd have to run after her.
So clearly it wouldn't go well.
Well, it would go well for the fans because they could watch this old guy chase after his dog.
They'd be watching you attempt to run. Yeah.
Right. It would be, well, that guy's not going to make it. All right. I'm looking forward to this chip countdown. Let's tell people what it is and then go.
Top 5 chips, all shapes and sizes. Josh, do we want to do? I feel like we rotate this.
We can just go back and forth. Yeah, that's good.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
You start.
Number 5 for me, the goat Dorito flavor. I have sweet chili
ranch.
heat Doritos. Comes in at my number 5. It's my go-to Dorito flavor. I love it. It was actually originally higher on this list until I thought of something last minute. But best Dorito flavor comes in at my number 5.
What company makes that?
Oh my Doritos. No, are they owned by Frito-Lay?
Yeah, I believe they are.
Yeah.
That is a really good one. Well done by you.
Thank you.
I can't believe it's 5.
Good job, buddy.
They're good. There's some good chips out there.
There's
I'm
a lot.
I'm not the. I actually just thought of when I left off my list. It's all good though.
There's a lot of good chips out there. My number 5 is barbecue Pringles.
That's a good one.
If I'm on the road, like driving somewhere, I stop at the gas station. I'll get not like the super small one, but the medium sized one or whatever, because I can fit my fingers all the way down to the bottom without jamming my hand in. And fearing of cutting it up, but they're good. I love all forms
You
of
could just
Pringles.
pour the Pringles out, right?
But then I have no hands on the wheel.
You're already taking your chances.
Seems like a problem. But barbecue Pringles, love all Pringles, but that is probably my number 1.
I completely forgot about Pringles. I love Pringles. They're like my go-to chips. So the fact they're not going to be on this list is a huge miss.
When
I
you're
just
in
completely forgot
Mexico,
about them.
you can get Pringles and they still taste like Pringles.
Mm.
Other chips, not so much.
My number 4, kind of a divisive one. Burritos barbecue hoops.
Yikes.
I love them.
Nope, I'm going to pass on that.
Really? Yeah, I know it's a little divisive. I love them. Like they're the corn chip, obviously rolled up in the hoop and barbecue flavor. I love them. Nice little bit of spicy, touch of sweet there at the end. Not for everyone. I know that, but I love them.
I think your verbal on the chips is a little more involved than it needed to be there, but yeah. I can appreciate that you do like them a lot.
So this one at number 4 comes in at not just its flavor, but what you can do with it. And that is, we're going pretty simple here. Tostitos rounds.
It's a classic.
You get,
It's a
listen,
classic.
you come home, hunt over from the bar, you see the Tostitos rounds, you're like, I'm going to eat that. But also, you're universal. You know, you can take it, you can bring it to a party, you get some chips and dip. And they're the ultimate role player of chip.
I don't think there's enough in a round to make it worthwhile. I would prefer the chip.
No, I need the. It needs to be the round, the regular Dorito or like shape of it, the triangle. Just not good enough. The round, you can get it all in one bite.
I respectfully would pass on that. I would get the real.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Josh, I thought that was a good pull as well.
Thanks.
My number 3, we're going a little off board here. Hawkinson's Cheesies. I mean,
Okay. I just want to interrupt you a little bit.
Yeah.
It's Hawkins Cheesies.
Hawkins Cheesies.
And I
thank you.
could not love you more than I do right now.
Thank you.
And I just want to tell people that when you buy Hawkins Cheesies, you need to get those little things that you, after you've eaten some, you put it, because when they get a little bit dry, when they get exposed to air, they're not as good. But Hawkins Cheesies are the best of the best of the best. Declan, I've never respected you more than I do right now.
Ever? Oh,
Yikes.
okay.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's tough for me. No, hey, listen, they're unbelievable. It's so crazy. They smell like feet. Like legitimately, they smell like feet, but they are so delicious.
Good thing they're not for smelling.
They come in at my number 3.
Did I not mention that you have to put the...
You did.
You did. Yeah. Also, my number 3, Hawkins Cheesies. They're absolutely dynamite, JJ.
God, I love them. I could forgive you for your rounds thing. I'm on board with that.
Okay.
Because of the Hawkins thing.
I like the Tostitos round shot because my number 2 is also a tortilla chip, but it's kind of a new one on the scene. The Locoquina or Lococina.
I know those ones.
Yeah, the red. You got to get the red bag Fiesta flavor.
Mhm.
They
I
are
have not
so
had this.
light and so airy. They are unbelievable. Like perfect tortilla chip. Obviously, salsa, hummus by themselves, whatever you want to do. They're Canadian as well, so you'll see them at Save On stuff. They are so good. They come in 3 different bags, I believe: green, red, and like a yellow one. You got to get the red one.
What's the name of it again, just so we know?
La Cocina or La Coquina. It's spelled Cocina.
Okay. All right. I will try those. Okay. Thank you.
My number 2, Sun chip, French onion dip flavor. I love them to bits. They're definitely my favorite, like growing up as a kid. Now it's like a special little treat. If I see them, I'm like, ooh, I guess I could indulge. But Sun chips, absolutely fire. And the French onion dip one is quite frankly the best flavor. I won't hear anything else about it. Sorry, Harvest Cheddar.
Had a bag of those the other day. Pretty good. My number one, love them, obviously. They're always my go-to chips. Also, it was like the one chips I would have at my grandparents' house growing up. They always had a bag and we would have them with tea. So a little bit nostalgia driven as well. But my number one is the Munchie Mix in the blue bag with the Sun chips and the pretzels and the cheesies and the Doritos.
I hear you.
Perfect blend. Probably always going to be my number one.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a great one. Listen, you pull out a bag of Munchie Mix, one of those big ones from like Costco at a party. Things are about to get turned up.
Munchie Mix at the barbecue, like forget it.
Yeah, man. Like Munchie Mix, it's always a great addition. My number one, the only kettle chip to make it on either of our lists, the Kettle brand Honey Dijon chips. They're
good, man.
So good. We did not start eating them until like I think it was the summer before I moved here to go to Nate. And I was like, oh my God, these are amazing. My sister gave me a going away present of 2 bags, ate one on the drive. It was delicious. But the Honey Dijon Kettle brand chips, best chips you can find.
They're incredible. I almost had them on my list. I love them. They're always my go-to when I get Miss Vicky's.
I
they're
have
Miss
to say
Vicky's, right?
2 things.
No, they're Kettle brand.
Yeah. 2 things. Number 1, brilliant list. Number 2, the passion that you guys displayed there. Like it's like we were on a honeymoon and we had 2 bags and they were the best part of the honeymoon. It just felt like you really do have an emotional attachment to these things.
Man, chips, dynamic.
No, I don't eat chips anymore very much.
The reason I didn't have them on my list is because last time I had them, I got sick.
Oh dear.
So I had to keep them off, but they are delicious.
But it was probably something else aside from the chips themselves that made you ill.
No, it was the chips.
No, it was definitely the whole bag of chips in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, yeah. Of course.
All right. Well, some new information has come to light.
Usually you're 12 and you do that, but good job, good effort there. Well,
I was probably hungry.
Yeah. Now I must say this: that was a wildly entertaining one. I enjoyed that. My list would be far more boring because a lot of the chips that you mentioned, I've never tried, like the newer ones, I'm more of a old Dutch fella,
Hey, nothing wrong with Old Dutch.
I know, but it's pretty traditional, right?
Yeah, it is.
I like the ones that have the jaggedy thing that you can put the dip in.
The ruffles.
Yeah, those are good.
Hey,
what kind of dip do you guys like?
Okay. So the hell of a dip. Get the French onion one. Listen, it is like I love French onion. In case you guys couldn't tell, but it is quite frankly the best one. It is so good. Goes with Tostitos rounds perfectly, or Ruffles Old Dutch original.
There you go.
I've never been the biggest dip with my chips guy. I like the chips as is, but I keep it pretty simple: salsa or hummus.
The restaurant style chips and some nice salsa. I quite like that. I will have that.
Salsa is one of the things underrated. It's just good. Like whether you get like restaurant quality at the table, whether you get like that brand one, I forget what the brand is called. Salsa is generally just pretty good.
Well, and it can go with a lot. Like it's like tomatoes. They go with anything. But it really kind of you can fly with that stuff. Always have some in your fridge, right? Like never. Like you gotta have some jam. Gotta have some mustard. You got to have some salsa in your fridge and some pickles, some cheese. If I went to your house right now, how many items would be in your Frigidaire?
At my place, there's currently 1 jar of peanut butter.
And that's all that's in your fridge?
Yep.
So good. I don't put it in my fridge, but man, I love the peanut butter.
I got a lot more items in my fridge than that.
What do you got?
Like enough that I couldn't tell you everything that's in my fridge.
Close your eyes and give me 3 things from your fridge.
Actually, I have kimchi in there as well.
Okay, well, there you go.
No.
Okay, I'm throwing out I'm not counting the Brita water cooler. I got a jar of spicy pickles. I got a jar of regular dill pickles.
Nice.
I have half a block of parm and some old, or not some old, the American cheese in our cheese drawer. We've got like 19 different sauces in our fridge door, and a bunch of beer and some various other things.
Okay, all the stores closed that sell food. There's no food available. How long could you last based on your fridge?
Based on only my fridge, do I get to take anything out of my freezer?
No.
I don't know. How long would 2 jars of pickles last me?
Less than a day.
So I guess
you know what?
3 weeks and 12 hours or something.
Can I tell you, both of you, what you do in life? You go out for dinner a lot.
With both of us?
Well, not together.
No. Like, I have stuff in my freezer. I take it out before I go to work. I thaw it in the sink.
Do you put it on a plate?
Depending on what it is, yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Do you cook every night?
Not every night. Like, there is sometimes where I'll like forget, and then I'll go out and get
That's
McDonald's.
the worst feeling ever, right?
But also, like, I have dry stuff in my pantry. Like,
Sure you do. What do you got in your pantry?
I got a bunch of different bags of pasta, some tuna, different like soups and things of the such, some like almost empty bags of chips, and then a bunch of other sauces that don't need to be like refrigerated because they haven't been opened yet.
Right. Okay. Let's go to your underwear drawer.
And
no, I'm teasing.
And rice. We also have rice in the pantry.
Right. There you go. You will share anything with me. I've noticed that. I could go anywhere and you'll say, well, I got this.
I mean, what do I have to hide?
It's good though. You're a very open person. There's nothing wrong with that. How many wrappers or bags do you have in your car in the back seat that are garbage?
Like just like garbage?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, me too. It's
unfortunately a lot of white Monster cans in the back.
You guys are pigs, bro. Clean that out.
Just car. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not my house. Like, I don't have to.
No, I clean it every Friday. Every Friday I throw stuff out, but builds up.
When someone says, Josh, can I get a ride? I'm like, absolutely. I just have to get gas first.
Right.
And then,
you got to give me 1 hour and then I can.
No. I can do it pretty quick. It's just like, I can leave a McDonald's bag on the ground. It's fine.
All right. Next hour at 1:00 today, we have a former Savannah Banana who is a Major League Baseball All-Star and playing for the Chicago White Sox tonight from Winkler, Manitoba via Okotoks. White Sox center fielder Tristan Peters will be our guest at 1:00 today. Steve Lansky at 1:20. This is the Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick. It's time for an update with Declan Krueger.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
Brought to you by Elks Nation for the best Elks coverage year-round with podcasts and articles. Go to elksnation.ca. Player interviews, game analysis, and more. The best green and gold coverage online, elksnation.ca. We start with the Open Championship. Lucas Herbert currently atop the leaderboard at 8 under. He shot 62 today, jumped up 38 spots. Cameron Young and Jackson Suber tied for second at 6 under, and Sam Burns and Bryce DeChambeau tied for fourth, with Ryan Gerard at 5 under. Highest ranked Canadian in the field is Corey Connors at 2 under, and Nick Taylor currently sits tied for 39th at 1 under through 14 on the day. MLB scores. Game 1 of a doubleheader between the Sox and the Rays, a makeup game from May 9th. See the Sox lead that one 3-0 in at the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers and Yankees will go at 5:05, and of course the Toronto Blue Jays in action against the Chicago White Sox. 5:15 first pitch for that one. You can listen to that on Sports 1440 AM following the conclusion of the Jason Gregor Show. It'll be Miles on the Bump. World Cup action going tomorrow. The third place game between France and England at 3 o'clock. Spain and Argentina in the final on Sunday at 1. And news from around the sporting world. The Mets are making the move to seller mode, discussing a Bo Bichette trade. And the MLB has also restricted dugout iPad use to prevent the use of AI to make decisions. Finally, CFL Week 7 action. Edmonton and BC tonight, 7 p.m. kickoff down at Commonwealth. Montreal and Calgary will play at 2 on Saturday. And for Hamilton's game against the Argos at 5:30 on Saturday, Trey Ford will be getting the start, according to head coach Scott Milanovich. I'm Declan Krueger. This has been a Sports 1440 update.
Sports 1440, Stingray Radio Station. CKJR broadcasts from West Edmonton Mall and Wetaskiwin.
Download the free Stingray music app and listen wherever you go.
Hurry in for hot summer savings at Wolf GMC Buick. Take advantage of 0% purchase financing for up to 72 months on select new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 pickups. 0% purchase financing for 36 months on select new 2026 Sierra 2500 Denali and Denali Ultimate models. Plus, huge cash savings on GMC Sierra heavy-duty trucks. And ask about the $1,000 truck trade-in bonus and low-rate lease offers. Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
When your project can't afford downtime, call Japa Equipment Rentals. From excavators and wheel loaders to compaction equipment, Japa has the machines you need. Trusted since 1972. Visit JapaEquipment.com or stop our Edmonton or Calgary locations.
Guys, there never seems to be enough time in the day, but you need to make time for this. Ken Franchek here. If you're 40 or over, a quick PSA blood test is crucial for early prostate cancer detection. The Prostate Cancer Center's Man Van is a mobile health clinic driving change for men's health. A few minutes could save your life. To get the Man Van out to your business or event, book today at getcheck.ca.
It's cone season at McDonald's, which means vanilla cones are $1 each plus tax in the McDonald's app all summer long. Soft, creamy, and crunchy. For just $1 each plus tax exclusively in the McDonald's app. App download and registration required at participating McDonald's in Canada.
Thinking of growing your business? In partnership with Prairies Can, the Alberta Chambers of Commerce is helping businesses explore new opportunities, new markets, and build connections through organized trade missions across Canada. Find the right mission for you at abchamber.ca/trade missions.
Photographers, start your cameras. Vision Credit Union's annual photo contest is back. We're asking you to show us the people, places, and moments that made you glad you chose this rural life. Maybe it's the view from your farm, a walk down Main Street, neighbors pitching in, a weekend at the rodeo, or a sunset down a back road. Share your photo to show why life in rural Alberta is a choice worth celebrating. Enter and vote at whatsyourshare.ca.
Rainy weather, flooded basements, not a great summer so far. Hi, it's Dennis from Weiss Johnson. If your home has been flooded and your furnace, water tank, or central AC sustained damage, remember, you can choose the company you'd prefer to repair or replace it. You don't have to use the restoration company's referral. After all you've been through, you don't deserve to be pushed into something you don't want or need. So count on a business that's been helping homeowners for nearly 50 years. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Do you have the time?
The Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440. Can you fit Sports Encyclopedia on a business card?
Presented by Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
This is the Lowdown on Sports 1440. Brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick. 101. Hurry in for hot summer savings, including 0% purchase financing on select models. 0%. Details at wolfgmcbuick.com. Now, one of the things about radio that is great is we can turn on a dime. And when I say that, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my God, they're going from sports radio to polka. No, it's not it. We are not going to become the Papa Gabby Haas polka station. Yet. No, we're not going to do that. However, Tristan Peters was scheduled to join us, the Chicago White Sox, at this time, and instead will join us at 1:40. Now, ordinarily, we have Steve Lansky with us at 1 o'clock, but we moved Steve because he kindly agreed to make room for Tristan Peters. Now, Steve may make a big fuss about it, but I don't think he will. He'll understand that sometimes this sort of thing occurs. So in the meantime, and in between time, in the words of the great Ed Whalen, we are going to be passing along your comments. We begin with Luke in Cowtown. This is a great sports talk show, says Luke in Cowtown. We will always read those. Just so you know.
Now, do we think he was being a touch facetious because
Probably.
the segment was about chip flavors? But hey, listen, this is what happens. I remember one of my first introduction to sports radio was Lowetide when it was just me and you. I did a declinations on top 5 chocolate bars.
Right.
And to that point, it was the most text we'd ever got on the station. Legitimately.
Yeah.
So, and it was evidence again during the chip segment. People love stuff like that.
So what happens though, I don't mind, like if we had a trade and we were talking about this, I don't mind people dissing us for that. But when we've got nothing going on, and also during the regular time of year when the Oilers say are playing tomorrow night and we do a segment on basketball, I would just like hope that give it a chance, right? Because when we expand our horizons and we enjoy more than just the hockey, then I think it makes us more interesting, right? Like if I read a lot, I think I'd be more interesting. Sure. If I watched National Geographic shows or Love Island, I'd probably be more interesting. I don't know why somebody like me would watch Love Island, though. How old are the people on that?
How are we on this again?
Like, first of all, bite your tongue, Josh. That show is tremendous. Second, if you're Bryce, who actually won, Bryce and Trinity were the winners this year. Bryce was 29, turned 30 during filming, and he's like ancient for that show. They're generally from like 22 to 26. Bryce was unk. They were calling him grandpa.
But at what point would you consider, like, when will you, Declan, go, I'm too old to watch this show because the people on this show are younger than me by X years?
To watch it?
Yeah.
I think I probably have 2 or 3 summers left.
Right. I think that's fair, right? I do think there's a point at which you're just kind of going, why am I watching this show? I should be watching Handyman Len or, how to make a few dollars by improving your home before you flip it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't watch any of those things. I find them confusing. Nails, hammer.
You find home improvement confusing?
No, I'm not, I'm the sort of person, if I'm interested in it, then I'm all in, like sports. Right?
Yeah,
yeah. But if I'm not, then I just hire somebody. They know better than me. And, life has taught me that if it's plumbing or electricity, then I sure as hell am not doing it.
I will never do anything electricity related. Actually, that's a lie. If I had to change a ceiling fan, I would change a ceiling fan. But like I've done minor plumbing before. Like I know how to use plumber's tape, which is just the white stuff that goes around it. I know now it doesn't sound like I know how to do any small amounts of plumbing, but I do, I swear.
Tell us more about your plumbing past.
No, that's okay.
All right. The Bachelor on ABC is for all ages, gentlemen.
God.
From Vin. I've not seen it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but you must be familiar with the concept.
Well, I think that's the one that the New York Giants quarterback was on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was like first or second season.
Yeah, but it's for older folks, like maybe 50-year-olds?
No, it's definitely not at all. But they do have the Golden Bachelor now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Mr. Lodge from the Archie comics?
It'll be like a 60-year-old gentleman or lady trying to find love at that big age.
I will say this, and I don't want to say anything out of, untoward or that would embarrass anybody, but when I was dating, some of the funniest thing that ever happened in the world occurred, and it was all making me look bad. And I'm glad it wasn't a, reality show.
Yeah.
You spend 40 years not dating and then you go out there, there's some stuff happening, man.
You gotta get more hip with the times.
Well, I'm married again, so I won't be.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know what?
Back in for another 40 years. What I'm doing. I'm happy to be there. Okay. Speaking of sports, did you know that no 2 Hawkins Cheesies pieces are identical? From Bob in YYC. Yeah, Hawkins Cheesies are so good. The problem with Hawkins Cheesies is that you buy the big bag and you go, I won't eat this. And then you're like, yeah, I could. And then you have to roll it back up and put the thing on it.
Or just get like the
littler one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to get the tiny one that they give out at Halloween, but like 7-Eleven sells those medium-sized ones, I guess, that you could eat in a whole sitting. Conceivably.
Cliff 77, Lowetide, have you tried Hawkins cheesies? When you put them in the freezer for about an hour before you eat them, it enhances the cheese taste. I have done that. And I agree with it. Hawkins cheesies are just good no matter what you do. You know, I mean, I wouldn't put them in my shoe and then eat them, but they're really good. Very underrated. What are you doing over there? Are you having a Chris
so
Collinsworth?
Spycatcher has now made an AI photo of me. I'll be honest, it's a little concerning. I'm going to save this and you can go and see this on our YouTube page.
This is really good. Clearly somebody's been listening to what you say.
Yeah. I mean, like, he might have me dead to rights, but no.
There is a lot of accuracy on this thing, and well done by him.
Things I said off air. Things Fenwick doesn't want you to know. Spicy DMs, I don't have those. Old takes I regret, you have those too. Don't even get me started. Bad picks, always.
What about the time you told us about what you took the pickles or whatever to your girlfriend's place?
Olives.
Yeah,
well,
olives,
that was supposed to be off air.
But it was on air.
Things I said off the air. I did not say any of that.
Ryan says you cannot buy Hawkins cheesies in the U.S. They're afraid of the smoke. But having said that, that just means more for Canadians. They don't have Smarties down there either.
No, they don't.
My brother-in-law.
What they call Smarties, we call Rockets.
That's weird.
That is weird.
What do they call sweet tarts? Sweet tarts?
Probably sweet tarts.
They have M&Ms, but so what? You could have Smarties and M&Ms.
So I went to Texas for a wedding when I was like 14. And it was for this girl, but it was one of my mom's friends when she lived in Calgary. And so they had Smarties and all this stuff, but now they're in Texas. They can't get Smarties or anything like that.
That's my brother-in-law. He comes up here and gets Smarties.
Yeah. So my mom and we packed all our stuff into one duffel bag and like stuffed right in the side were all of these like ginormous bags of like the boxes of Smarties. Because then at the wedding reception, they just kept pouring these boxes into the thing. Man, the Texans went crazy for them. They were all about the Smarties.
They're good. They're just good. Dr. Dick Richards says there's plenty of stuff to talk about. LT doesn't like to get into spicy topics. Sure, that's true. For instance, lots of text today about Mike Commodore's tweets and things. I don't know what Mr. Commodore is on tangent-wise, but I'm not going there. I don't find that be particularly interesting. And I think that we have talked about that subject at length. So you fill your hat online, do whatever you want. But I think that we have other more important things to talk about, like Hawkins cheesies. And, at the end of the day, I am the host of the show. So the next guy who comes in here probably talk about it all the time. And you may like that. And that's okay. When I go down to Florida for work, a guy in the office always asks if I can bring Hawkins cheesies from Brian. Yeah, they're good. They just are. Chips in the fridge are awesome. Hawkins cheesies with dill pickle dip. I have not had that, but I'll try it. I'm 46 and I watch Love Island. I'm not making a moral judgment, but I am saying that there are shows at my age, and I'm in my 60s, that I feel like I shouldn't be watching because I watch Friends.
Yeah, sure. But that was on when you were 46.
Right.
Bold of you.
But I mean, I'm not going to watch some like show that's for you.
Yeah. Fair.
Right? Yeah.
I guess so.
I think
you
there is
should
an
watch
age.
The Bear, though. It's not.
I started watching it. That's the cook guy, right?
The restaurant, yeah.
But I mean, he's got so many bills. He's screwed up, man. Like he's never going to make it.
And they got 5 seasons out of this.
I mean, I'm astounded it's gone 3 years or 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah, you would be shocked to find out. You'll be shocked when you watch the season finale.
Well, we watched about 15 minutes of it, and Karen and I were like, man, this guy is never going to make it.
This guy is screwed.
And his brother's a dink.
His brother's dead. You're talking about Richie.
Oh,
who,
Richie's not his
who
brother.
is no, that's
Oh.
his cousin, but not by blood.
Oh, because he said no change in the bread, no change because they overcooked the beef because they needed it to go farther.
Yeah, because they had to get a different cut of beef, which means it had to be prepared differently.
Oh, well, I just saw a lot of conflict, a lot of money problems.
Guess what? That's constant. That's just the reality about running a restaurant.
I have a friend, I won't say his name, but his dream was to own a restaurant, and he bought a restaurant in Calgary. And I didn't call him for like 2 years. And then I did call him, but he was never there. And then one day I got him on the phone 2 years later. And I said, how have you been, man? And he said, great. Been. I said, how's the restaurant going? Because that's why I haven't returned your call for 2 years. I think he ended up selling it like at a major loss. Restaurants are tough. You got to know that business.
They are very tough. And sometimes even knowing the business doesn't help you in the slightest. And that's just the way it is.
It's, but everybody wants to own a restaurant. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, because it seems awesome.
I don't know. What's the best job to have aside from this one?
That's a toughie. There's a lot of good jobs out there. I don't know. But,
I'd like to own a professional sports franchise.
Well, that's nice for you.
That'd be so
is that
good.
really like a job?
Sure. You don't think Daryl Cates thinks he works?
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? You clocked me with that one. You got me.
I mean, Daryl Cates probably thinks he works harder than anybody.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah.
Is he wrong? Yeah. But
I always love the other day at the World Cup, Mick Jagger, somebody showed a picture of Mick Jagger.
Sure.
And the commentator said, an elderly gent, Mick Jagger. And people were going nuts online. Well, he is an elderly gent. What are you going to call him?
Yeah, he's old.
He's not on Love Island.
He is not.
No. All right. Okay. I'd like to own a puppy mill, but an ethical one, from Junior D. My problem with owning a puppy store is I would not want to sell any of the puppies.
Yeah.
Like,
but also, would you really want to own a puppy mill? Because then you got puppies that are peeing and pooping everywhere.
Well,
and you got to clean up after that.
You got to apply the same thing to kids,
Yeah, well, my dream job is not to work or the best job is not to work in a daycare. Thank you to everyone that works at daycares.
Well, I think it's because they love children. You will love your children. You will.
Yeah. That's my full intention. There's probably something wrong with me if I don't.
Well, let's not get philosophical. We haven't yet. So, all right. It's 1:16 on the way. Steve Lansky from Big Mouth Sports, and later on in the show at 1:40 today. Cannot wait for this. Going to be talking to Tristan Peters, center fielder of the Chicago White Sox. You'll see him on television later tonight playing against the Toronto Blue Jays. That's all straight ahead. Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440 and YouTube, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick.
You don't just need property services, you need problems handled. HireGood provides cleanup, debris removal, site monitoring, and safety attendance across Edmonton. We reduce issues on your property, keep spaces safe, and take pressure off your team. We resolve real problems for businesses while creating real impact, because our team is built on second chances, and they show up every day ready to prove it. Visit hiregood.ca or call and mention Jason Krueger for a first-time discount. HireGood. Stable jobs create stable lives.
Hurry in for hot summer savings at Wolf GMC Buick. Take advantage of 0% purchase financing for up to 72 months on select new 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 pickups. 0% purchase financing for 36 months on select new 2026 Sierra 2500 Denali and Denali Ultimate models. Plus, huge cash savings on GMC Sierra heavy-duty trucks. And ask about the $1,000 truck trade-in bonus and low-rate lease offers. Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
Whether you're a craft beer connoisseur or more of a wine aficionado,
There's always something new to discover at Sherbrooke Liquor, a unique, family-owned, independent liquor store. The selection? Incredible. The non-alcohol section is also very impressive. Sherbrooke Liquor, expert, knowledgeable staff with a passion for unique finds. More than just a liquor store, we're a community. Alberta's best, the one and only Sherbrooke Liquor. Wine, spirits, and oodles of beer. Visit SherbrookeLiquor.com.
It's dollar drink summer at McDonald's. Sip on a refreshing small fountain drink or a small iced coffee for just $1 each plus tax, all summer long. Only at McDonald's. Excludes flavored and cloud iced coffees. At participating Canadian restaurants. Taxes extra. Prices exclude delivery.
No! Canada is up 2-0. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Relax, Mike.
See that, Dan? My left eye is twitching. That's my warning eye. It'll be 2-2 by stoppage time. It's never wrong.
With early payout from Bet365, I got paid the second they went up 2 goals. So to me, it's now the safest lead.
Early payout from Bet365, huh? Now my right eye is twitching, Dan.
Bet365. If gambling is affecting your mental health or well-being, 211 Alberta is here to help. Call or text 211 or visit ab.211.ca. 18 plus only. T's and C's apply.
Want to invest in Alberta's workforce, fill your talent pipeline, and get funding? Careers. The next generation connects employers with motivated, pre-vetted youth through funded internships. Easy, impactful, and risk-free.
When you work with a group like Careers who have experience in that area, they can demystify and navigate all the complex steps and stakeholders that have to be involved.
Visit careersnextgen.ca today.
It's the Bricks 55th birthday bash. And this weekend only, the savings are huge. Find incredible deals throughout the store. Plus, the first 10 customers on Saturday receive a $55 credit toward a furniture or mattress purchase. Buy any TV 65 inches or larger and get a $55 instant credit towards a soundbar. And buy select mattresses to receive a $55 instant credit toward bedding accessories. Enjoy cake and family fun on Saturday at noon and enter for your chance to win over $155,000 in prizes. Hurry in. These offers end Sunday, July 19th.
Legendary is here with BetMGM Casino. Download now to check out over 4,000 casino games, including exclusive slots like Survivor and hundreds of live dealer games. Unlock Vegas magic and sign up for the BetMGM app. See BetMGM.com for terms. 18 plus, Alberta only. Please play responsibly. Subject to eligibility requirements.
If gambling is affecting your mental health or well-being, 211 Alberta is here to help. Call or text 211 or visit ab.211.ca. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with the Alberta iGaming Corporation. Standard message and data rates may apply.
Does your bank do local? We do. When you bank with Vision Credit Union, you're banking with a rural Albertan cooperative that cares about the community where you live. There's no question. We actively support our rural communities at the local level through charitable donations, volunteerism, local team and event sponsorships, and
Here's the Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
This is the Lowdown on Sports 1440. For Wolf GMC Buick, check them out. Hurry in, wolfgmcbuick.com. And it is time for our headliner of the day, Steve Lansky, presented by Faber. Debt holding you back? Let Faber's licensed insolvency trustees help you tackle your debt. Book your free consultation at faber.ca or call 1-877-944-1177. And we had moved Steve Lansky from 1 o'clock to 1:20, thinking Tristan Peters of the Chicago White Sox would be on. Tristan Peters will be at 1:40. Don't tell Lansky, but he joins us now. Steve, how are you?
I'm not as good now that I know I got bumped for a Chicago White Sox player. Yankees, Blue Jays, Red Sox, Dodgers, that's okay. The White Sox, dude?
Well, but he was in the All-Star game, and he originally played for the Savannah Bananas. Does that help?
I like you, so I'll say yes, but no.
Hey, listen, I'm the one who get after you to write your book, and I know it's going to be a bestseller now. How far along are you?
I've written like between 15 and 20 stories, each one about 1,700 words. So that's not too bad.
Do you think you, and I'm just asking, do you think you have enough for 2 books?
Ooh, it would depend what they were about. I mean, this is literally going to be just stories. That's all I've written is just stories. There isn't anything about how to produce television really or anything like that. So I suppose it's possible. There's a lot in there roaming around. I can't even get a handle on it. So I don't really know.
Don't you think, like, for something like this, how long did you do like Hockey Night in Canada? Or let me rephrase, how long were you working in an environment where at least at some point during a year you were part of the production of an NHL hockey game?
Well, 45 years total, but probably 25 years. NHL, right. There was golf in there. There was football in there, X Games, a few other things like that, but probably 25 years.
So you could, you could probably do 5 books. So do 1 book, have it sell like hotcakes, and then do another one 2 years later.
I could. Like I said, I kept a really good journal. So it's so easy for me to put dates, times, names on everything, which, as you know, details are kind of the key to any story, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Speaking of details, the Toronto Blue Jays have not lost this week, but it's because of the All-Star break. So they're playing tonight, and I think that's the most dangerous thing they can do.
I'm telling you, it's hard. You know, you go to the World Series, you win the American League pennant. Everybody thinks, oh, this is it. They're verging. They're on the verge. Are they, though? Did they deserve to be in the World Series? I don't know. I think it's a crapshoot now. And it's hard on the players. It's hard on the expectations of the fans. To me, I think they should be over 500 for sure. But I don't know. I'm still surprised they got to the World Series last year. So,
would you be shocked if they won 10 in a row and that Vladdy ended up hitting 20 home runs in the second half?
No, nothing would surprise me anymore in Major League Baseball. I think you can lose 20 in a row and win 20 in a row, 10, 20, whatever. I think it's entirely possible. We were talking to Jake Zivin, who calls MLS games on Apple TV for our podcast, me and Paul Hemming, the other day. I'll say it. Podcast is called Inside the Truck. There, you don't have to. Well, and we were talking about parity in North American sports. And he said, holy cow. He said, there's one team that'll win in the Spanish league in soccer, one team that'll win in Germany, 2 teams that'll win in France. He said, here, you have no idea who's ever going to win what. And that is true. So if you said 20-game winner, 20-game loser streak-wise, I'd say, yeah, I could buy that anytime, which I absolutely love because it didn't used to be that way.
Yeah, it's so true. And I mean, I'm looking at their lineup. Miles is starting. It's Clement, Guerrero, Okamoto, Springer, Kirk, Varsho, Valenzuela, Urias, and Miles Straw. There's some 7, 8, 9 bats there that belong in the not Mark Bellinger, but in the Mendoza line. It's not strong 1 through 9.
No, but I will say this: when you look at the team that reached last year's World Series, if I'd said to you in April 2025, oh, by the way, keep an eye on Ernie Clement, you'd be like, huh? What? So you kind of don't know. And I mean, between you and me, get in the postseason. Then what did you do in October? That's kind of all that matters. So you don't hit spectacularly. Addison Barger, I say that to you 2 years ago. You go, what? Who? When? Where? Now, anything can change. I love that about sports. So, and that breeds hope.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that I lived through an era where the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Yankees would win all the time. And it does get boring, right? Like, I'm not saying that I don't like dynasties because they're a blast when it's your team that is a dynasty. But when you're watching year after year after year and you know your team has no hope and the Montreal Canadiens are going to win the Stanley Cup, it does get a little tiresome. This is more interesting, in my opinion.
When we produced Edmonton Oilers hockey in the 80s, I loved it. But if I had a nickel for everybody who said to me, oh my God, we just need somebody else to win. We just need somebody else to win. I mean, they loved it when Steve Smith put it in his own net because it meant we were going to have a different Stanley Cup champion. We were either going to have a first-timer in the Calgary Flames or a 23rd timer, whatever it was. Sorry about the siren. In the Montreal Canadiens. But at least it was something different. And people said to me all the time, 5 cups in, yeah, that's loud, I know. 5 cups in 7 years, that we've seen enough of the Oilers. We don't need to see any, and even when Gretzky was gone, we've seen enough of the Oilers. We don't need to see any more of the Oilers.
Steve Lansky, our guest on Sports 1440 and the Lowdown with Lowetide from Inside the Truck podcast. For those of you who don't know, this is the 28th time that sirens have been heard during a Lansky segment. Only 12 of which were headed to his house, though. Is that about right?
Yes, this one's headed toward the Calgary Stampede grounds. The Stampede is over. I don't know what the hell's going on. Police went by the one way that I'm not sure if that was fire trucks or not. I didn't look over because I didn't want to be distracted by something shiny.
Sure. And then you just start chasing it like usual, and your poor wife has to get in the car and find you.
That's it. That's exactly right.
All right. The Edmonton Oilers are very quiet. People are, generally speaking, happy with what Stan Bowman has done during July for the Oilers. Are you?
So you're saying no news is good news. I don't know if I'm sold on that, but maybe. I mean, again, we just talked about hope. I've got it. I don't know if I should. I'm not going to lie to you. The other day when Steve Yzerman stepped away in Detroit, I thought, oh, that's interesting. Steve Yzerman. Now, I realize he's still employed by the Red Wings. But I think it's just going to be 2 months of hope and then see what happens. I can't believe the NHL season starts in September. That's really screwed. That screws me up, man. That screws me right up. I mean, Junior A only starts a week before the NHL. What even is that? Anyway,
and
I don't like it. I'm not going to lie. I'm sure glad I'm not working in it now because that would fully suck. But I think we're literally going to have to wait 2 months to get even an inkling of anything that changed is going to make a difference. Because I think the number one thing is going to be how does Mike Babcock interact with the people that are most important that he interact with. I think that's going to be number one.
I asked this question of the learned gentleman to my right, and I was rebuffed. There was nobody who bought into it, but I said that there's a chance that Mike Babcock doesn't make it through the entire year as head coach of the Edmonton Oilers. And the reason I say that is because this is a team that has been freewheeling for a long time and expecting a lot of their defense and goaltending. And Babcock has more of a stern defensive style that requires effort from everybody and good positioning from everybody. And even though people say they're going to buy into it, sometimes that is harder to do than maybe even the players themselves think. And if this does go astray, it may not be a long conversation and relationship. Do you think it's possible Babcock doesn't make it through the year as coach of the Oilers?
Dude, people say a lot of things, don't they? They say a lot of things. You're damn right it's possible he doesn't make it through. Now, I think the key word you left out is, I think that would have to involve a mutiny. Now, whether that would be a mutiny of words, a mutiny of spirit, a mutiny of zest, a mutiny of verve, it's 2 words I didn't think I'd use today. I think there would have to be some sort of mutiny. Is it possible? Duh, it's 2026. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, teams have done it forever. I mean, you know damn well the Montreal Canadiens mutinied on Al McNeil and help me out, 1971?
71.
Like, yeah. So what's that? 8,000 years ago? It's been happening since the dawn of man. It absolutely could happen. And we're not talking kids, we're talking 30-year-old guys. And I think their tolerance with something they don't want to tolerate is going to be very, very short. I think he's on a short leash. I would agree with that.
I remember, I don't remember the quote, and I don't remember the fellow who wrote it, but it was somebody in media years ago said they knew that Ken Hitchcock's time with the Dallas Stars was running out when he was yelling at somebody and stopped a drill, and he was getting upset, and Modano skated away. Yeah. He said when he witnessed that, he knew that it was done.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And I must admit, I saw the same thing one time. You'd have to help me. I think it was Brian Benning played for the Oilers on defense. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
94. Let me just check.
I don't know who the head coach was. You check while I talk. I don't know who the head coach was, but the same thing. They were on the ice. They were not giving them hell, but they were. It might have been Todd McClellan. I can't remember. And Benning just turned and he was like, "I am so disinterested in this." And I remember thinking, "Uh-oh, that you do." And my God, there's a television camera right there. Like I would tolerate that for about a split second, and he didn't have to because he was gone.
It was Ted Green, and he was gone. He didn't last long at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
92, 93. Good.
I'll buy that. Yeah.
Do you know where your keys are, and can you remember your social insurance number? But you remember Brian Benning from 92, 93.
That's right. That's exactly correct. I don't know, dude, if I knew why these things popped in my head, that could be book number 6. Why do these things pop in my head? I know that's a long title, doesn't really say much, but I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, I think people's reaction to that question would be funnier, you know.
Yeah, it would.
That might be a really good half-hour show. So we've covered the Jays, we've covered the Oilers. Let's talk a little bit about the World Cup. I know that you've watched it. I know that you've probably been amazed by Argentina and Messi. Who do you have winning the final?
Ooh, that's a good question. I probably wouldn't bet against Argentina, but you get to this point. I mean, could be an own goal. The goalie whiffs, the keeper whiffs on something. You don't know. I'll be watching for sure. I really wanted England to win, and man, oh man, they started slow and they pushed and it's almost like Argentina said, "Okay, that's enough of this crap. Let's just put this away. We're not going to go through. We're not going to penalty kicks. We're just going to put this away and then go to the final." So maybe there isn't so much parity in that. Like the underdogs can only go so far, and then the big teams go, "Okay, we've had it with that. We're just going to put it in overdrive and be done with you."
Well, I felt like, I rewatched the game and I felt that England, people accuse them of playing too defensive a style, but you've got to get through how you feel your team is best prepared. And the shot that tied it was just a brilliant shot. I mean, everybody credits Messi for the pass, and that's fine. But that thing went through a lot of people, and there's a little luck involved. And then the winning goal, I mean, Messi sent it a perfect shot that turned into a header, and the English fellow, I mean, did he jump too soon or wasn't he tall enough? I don't know. But it's a game of inches, and it certainly was. And I mean, all of England has been day drinking since, but it's one of those things that happens in sports.
It's funny because sometimes you'd say, "Oh, it's luck. Oh, it's luck." You know what? Maybe it was good fortune at that minute, but man, these guys are talented. Yeah. And I've been at enough practices and game day skates and watched guys bounce a puck on their stick for like 60 seconds nonstop. And I'm like, how are you even doing that, number one? And how do you not have 100 goals a season in the NHL? They are so talented, these guys. And you don't see it all the time. You just see it in little bursts. And then, oh, so lucky. Was it though? Or was it just experience and knowing where to be? And that raises your odds of success. That, to me, that's what it looks like to me a lot of times.
Lansky, you rock. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
There you go. Steve Lansky from Inside the Truck podcast, writing a book or more about his experiences as a television producer and the rodeo. On the way, looking forward to this very much. Every once in a while, we get a baseball player on this show where it's just ideally timed for them to talk to us. Tristan Peters of the Chicago White Sox will be playing center field tonight in Toronto against the Blue Jays for Chicago. Taking time out of a very busy day to talk to us. That's on the way next. Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440 and YouTube, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick.
Yeah, it's me again. And if you're sidelined with a sports injury, you already know nothing's more frustrating than being told to just rest. At Leading Edge Physiotherapy, we get athletes moving sooner with our zero gravity treadmills. You can run, train, and rebuild strength with up to 80% less body weight, so your injury heals while your confidence comes roaring back. When your sports injury's yelling, whisper back, leadingedgephysio.com, because life shouldn't hurt.
Come for Canada's largest trade shows, the biggest names in entertainment, exhilarating sporting events, and more. And stay for the experience at the Edmonton Expo Centre. Looking for the perfect place to host your next big event? From trade shows to galas, meetings, and concerts, the Edmonton Expo Centre has the space, event expertise, and service to make your next event unforgettable. With over 522,000 square feet of flexible event space, in-house catering, and operational expertise, they bring your biggest vision to life. Learn more at edmontonexpocentre.com today.
Whether you're a craft beer connoisseur or more of a wine aficionado, there's always something new to discover at Sherbrooke Liquor, a unique family-owned independent liquor store. The selection? Incredible. The non-alcohol section is also very impressive. Sherbrooke Liquor, expert, knowledgeable staff with a passion for unique finds. More than just a liquor store, we're a community. Alberta's best, the one and only Sherbrooke Liquor. Wine, spirits, and oodles of beer. Visit SherbrookeLiquor.com.
Got a car you're ready to part with? Find out what it's worth. Fast, easy, and totally free at Go Auto. We're talking top dollar trade-ins, whether it's a little worn or still rocking that new car smell. Just a few clicks, and boom, you've got your value. Text value to 780-777-7777 to start. That's value to 780 all sevens. Why guess what it's worth? Let Go Auto show you the money.
Attention Alberta construction pros. For over 50 years, Japa Equipment Rentals has been your go-to for top-notch equipment and stellar service. Whether you need rentals or expert maintenance, we've got you covered. Stop by our Edmonton or Calgary locations today.
It's dollar drink summer at McDonald's. Sip on a refreshing small fountain drink or a small iced coffee for just $1 each plus tax, all summer long. Only at McDonald's. Excludes flavored and cloud iced coffees. At participating Canadian restaurants. Taxes extra. Prices exclude delivery.
And here comes Action Electrical Service Team sprinting onto the scene. These are your first responders for any electrical emergency.
That's right. With their fleet of service vans and specialized gear, they assess, they service, and maintain electrical lighting and automation systems. They're all about rapid response.
Quick diagnostics and repairs to restore power and safety fast. Hire the Action Electrical team to bring home a win for your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
The job isn't done until the last load is hauled, and having a semi-trailer out of commission is not an option. Whether replacing or adding to your convoy, Edmonton Trailer has a huge inventory of new and used semi-trailers, trusted by the gravel, logging, oil field, fluids, and freight industries. Find a trailer right for you online or at one of their 3 locations. For sales, service, parts, rental, and finance, when you're in it for the long haul, Edmonton Trailer.
Here's what you need to know about Lux Windows. We work hard. We come in early, we stay late, we go above and beyond. And then we go a little further. Not for awards or a pat on the back. We work hard so that choosing our windows and doors is an easy decision for you. It's the Alberta way. It's the Lux way. Everything we are is windows and doors. A company born and bred and made in Alberta.
Here's the Lowdown with Lowetide on Sports 1440.
Presented by Wolf GMC Buick. We're making it easy. WolfGMCBuick.com.
It's 1:41. This is the Lowdown on Sports 1440, brought to you by Wolf GMC Buick. Check them out, wolfgmcbuick.com. Delighted to be joined by Tristan Peters, center fielder for the Chicago White Sox. Welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I've been reading up on your background. I knew your story. I've been watching you play. Congratulations on a great year. But you have a unique resume from Winkler, Manitoba to Okotoks to the Savannah Bananas, Chicago White Sox, and then the All-Star game. You must be having a blast, sir.
Oh man, I'm having an incredible time. I'm very grateful for it.
First, but a banana to make the Major League Baseball All-Star team, and you're playing a tough position and hitting well, and obviously fielding very well. Did you feel always that you could make it? Because it's a journey, right, to make it to the major leagues.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always had some confidence in myself. Obviously, in baseball, there are times when you doubt yourself, and I definitely have many of those in my career. But I've just tried to stay believing in myself throughout it all, and believing that I could do it. And I think that's kind of a big part of it.
You're on a team, the White Sox, that have found themselves after a couple of years, or well, more than a couple, but of downtime. But it feels like every time a White Sox player comes to the plate, there's a chance for a hit or something unusual to happen. How much fun is it to be part of a team that wins a lot?
Oh, it's fantastic, and especially with this group of guys. Said this before, it's just a special group of guys. We're all just great friends, and we just know how to enjoy the game of baseball, and I think it shows on the field with how we perform.
I imagine that the All-Star nod was the highlight for you, but you've also hit for a cycle. Is it just a series of great events, or is there something that stands out from your year in Chicago?
Yeah, there's a lot of highlights, I'd say. Obviously, the cycle was incredible. Making an all-star team, beating the Cubs as a team, and just, so many blessings have happened this year. We welcomed our first daughter, or our first kid to the world in spring training. Obviously, made the team out of spring training. So it's just like, I thank God for just all these blessings.
Congratulations, by the way. That's always a blessing, and I'm sure that you'll always hurry home to see the baby.
Oh yeah. I love getting home to see her.
Yeah, no, it's she'll own you forever, just so you know.
Oh yeah, she's got my heart.
Yeah, for sure. My understanding is that your dancing ability was at least part of the reason that you got the gig with the Savannah Bananas, because they do a lot of unusual stuff. You're pretty good at the two-step, are you?
Yeah, Arizona two-step and a little bit of line dancing.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You need the good footwork in the outfield anyway, right?
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
So are you guys far? Because the All-Star break is over, and now I imagine there's thoughts of. I look at the division standings, and the White Sox are there. It's a tough division, though. There's a lot of good teams, and it's sort of bunched together a little bit. We always assume Cleveland's going to make a break. But are you thinking about wild card or winning the division, or do you just go out there and play day to day and try to win every game?
We're playing day to day when it comes down to it. Obviously, we know where we're at in the standings, and our goal is to win our division and get that bye in the playoffs. And but I think in order to do that, we got to take it day by day. We can't worry about the past games. We can't worry about the future games.
There's a lot of platooning on the White Sox, and I noticed that a lot of lineup changes where somebody's batting leadoff one day and then maybe eighth the next day. Is that difficult for you, or do you like the idea that the batting order is a little bit in play pretty much day to day?
Yeah, I think we got to have everybody ready anyway. And everybody knows that they can get pinch hit for or something like that, and everybody's got knows their roles. But it was definitely different when I first got to the big leagues, because you don't get that often in the minor leagues. So it was an adjustment, but I feel like I adjusted quickly to that, and that's we want to win games, and we're going to do the best, whatever we got to do to do that.
Pretty cool for you to play in Toronto tonight, right? That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. One of my favorite stadiums I've been to, so I'm really pumped.
Listen, Tristan Peters, I know you've got to go, and I so appreciate you taking time. We'll be cheering for you. Even though you're playing the Jays this weekend, we want to wish you all the best.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Alan.
There you go. Tristan Peters, Chicago White Sox outfielder, playing for the Chi Sox tonight in Toronto, having a really good year. I was looking at his numbers compared to center fielders in the major leagues of baseball. It's a position that is, the teams often prefer to have a really good, defensive outfielder, and he is one. But he also can be pretty good at the bat. Tristan Peters, Chicago White Sox, an interesting story. He is still eligible as a rookie, and I think he's going to be around for a long time. A very well-spoken young man, and obviously a proud dad, which I love to. I love to hear that. That's awesome. Perplexed Oilers fan, we cannot have one or two small forwards come playoffs. I mean, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is not a big forward. Matt Savoy is not a big forward. Ike Howard is not a big forward. But if you play them on separate lines, you also have Podkolzin, who's a bigger player. You have Hyman and McDavid and Draisaitl can take care of themselves. I don't really think they need to add an Evander Kane type to this team. And I think that Podkolzin has really stepped into that role without taking as many harmful penalties. Like, I appreciate how he plays. Plays a very rugged style, but he's playing hockey when he does it. And so he's not an enforcer type. He's not even an agitator type. Hyman is more that. That's what I would say. I know what you're saying, but I think that the Oilers have room to give Ike Howard a full chance. And if he flourishes, then I don't see any reason that they would have to trade out one of the smaller players at the deadline if they're playing well. That was a really nice guy. I enjoyed that conversation with Tristan Peters. From Winkler, Manitoba via Okotoks, which is, pretty much where we're all from.
I had no idea you hit for a cycle.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know how many people do that?
Not many.
A lot.
Not many. It's like people always say the most exciting play in baseball is the triple, but it's really hard to get. And you know what? That's even harder to get than a triple? A double, a single, and a home run in the same game. You get a triple.
Yeah.
Cycle's hard.
Cycle's tough.
Hitting for the triple, it's always hitting a triple, I should say. It's always weird to me that's like the toughest thing to do in the MLB, like batting wise, like the home run numbers.
Really got to hoof it.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to fall down.
Yeah. Hey, how many triples come off errors?
Well, here's a weird thing. Triples count as triples even if the outfielder plays it terribly. Like, I saw Teoscar Hernandez play a ball so poorly, and it ended up being a triple, that if I'm the pitcher, I'm like, why is he not given an error there? But if he doesn't get a glove on it, it's just a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot. I think the answer to your question, Declan, is a lot of them, but they're still called triples.
Of course. Hey, also really quickly, Skippy, someone's birthday, 63 today. Wanted us to give him a shout out. So we will absolutely be doing that. Happy birthday to you, Skippy.
Yeah,
Thank
all the
you for
best.
listening.
And have a great one.
Skippy.
I don't understand Steve from Drumheller's question, so I'm going to read it and you guys can tell me what he's saying.
All right.
Sorry, my friend, but it could have been very easy to walk away from the Oilers. They've given lots of reasons, from selling Gretzky to multiple other things. Did we talk about walking away from the Oilers as fans?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sure it probably always acts as a bit of an extension when we talk about Mike Babcock.
Oh, maybe that's it. I think I will say this: the range of possibilities is Babcock gets fired till they win the Stanley Cup. I think they could win the Stanley Cup with Mike Babcock.
I think I'll take it a step further. I think they do win the Stanley Cup with Mike Babcock. But I would have picked them to win a Stanley Cup if Chris Knobloch stayed behind the bench as well. I just believe in Connor McDavid winning a cup here in Edmonton. But I'll give everyone else this credit. I come from a real basketball mindset where the best player, he just does win a championship at some point.
Right. But you will agree that basketball players have more individual impact.
Way more.
Right.
Way more.
Right.
Yeah, way more.
And I think that's all fair. I can't believe they're letting people take their dogs to the game tonight at Commonwealth.
It's going to be a couple, chocolate missiles.
We talked about this when we went over the schedule on Elks Nation, and we were a little like, Okay, let's see how this plays out.
See, Ziggy pays no attention to me, so she'd be gone. I would lose Ziggy. Somebody would have to find her and bring her to me. And Clifford would never move. If I brought Karen with me, Clifford would sit between me and Karen.
Yep.
And he's 120 pounds, but he's not going anywhere. He's the most loyal dog. Ziggy is like, I'm in the wrong house. I'm with the wrong family. I need to find my people.
I get it. This is a good move by the Elks, though. Do I know how this is going to work? Absolutely not. But who do the Elks get compared with the most in the city? The Edmonton Riverhawks. Great fan experience, whatever. What do they do every single Sunday? Pause in the park.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just so much different bringing.
I get that it's a lot different bringing a dog in to that, but if it's any way to help them sell tickets, get you interested, it's like, well, I don't want to leave the dog at home. You can bring the dog. Oh, great. Well, that makes it easier on me.
And the dog will love it because they're with their people, right?
And there'll be a bunch of other. How many dog fights do we see tonight? Over under 7.5.
Somebody puts their hand in and then they're off to the hospital. And
I'm not talking about that. I'm literally talking about the doggo-y doggo.
I understand that.
Like Lowetide makes a good point. Like I was saying, what if a kid gets bit?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could go wrong here.
What if it thunders? What if the dogs don't like thunder?
Dogs hate thunder, famously. Also, if you're an owner who knows that your dog bites, why are you bringing them out to a game anyways, where presumably there are children?
I agree. I think it goes back to Lowetide's thing. Like people love their dogs and want to be around their dogs.
What's going to happen is two dogs are going to get a fight, and somebody's going to do what you always do, which is put your hand in, and that's
grab
when it's
them by
bad.
the scruff.
But we don't think like that. We're like, stop that, and then the dogs are already. When dogs get into fight mode, they're like Declan when he knocked the phone out of your hand.
They're sort of locked in.
Yeah.
And I will do it again and again and again.
To the next intern and to the intern after that.
And to Lowetide and to Connor and to Tom. No one to save.
Declan does have this game. Like you can tell he's been a boxer because
he's got this rage.
Right. John Short had the same thing. I worked with John Short for years. And John Short, when he stopped talking and you kept haranguing him, was when you had to worry because he was done talking. And when he was done talking, there was only one level more to go. And it did not benefit you to take him there.
Oh, hey. Andrew texting in. Says they actually have like a dog specialist there. They kind of referee the dogs.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, guys, there's nothing to worry about. All right. See? 25,000 people in the stands tonight, plus about 6,000 pooches.
Based on what I know about dogs, the big dogs are not the ones to worry about.
It's the little
yappy ones like Ziggy, who Ziggy thinks she's the queen of the world.
Yeah, well, because they're smaller, so they get babied in the house, and then they're like, well, king in the castle, king in the castle.
Yep. Let's not forget, big dogs don't get eaten.
Yeah, big dogs eat.
All right. Well, I think we've covered everything. All right. Please enjoy your weekend. Jason Krueger Show on the way. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you.
This is a Sports 1440 update.
Brought to you by Sean Cunningham of Remax Real Estate. For your next move in the Edmonton or area, call or text Sean directly at 780-265-0165. That's 780-265-0165. The Open Championship rolling on. Lucas Herbert atop the leaderboard. He is at 8 under, shot 62 on the day. Bryson Embo at second. He is at 7 under. Cam Young and Ryan Gerard tied for third at 6 under with Jackson Schubert. And the highest ranked Canadian in the field is Corey Connors, tied for 25th at 2 under. MLB scores game 1 of the doubleheader makeup from May 9th with the Red Sox and the Rays. That one currently 10-0 in the top of the 9th for the Rays. Toronto Blue Jays will be in action against Tristan Peters and the White Sox tonight at 5:15. Miles on the bump in that one. CFL Week 7 tonight between BC and Edmonton, kicking off a 7 p.m. kickoff for that one down at Commonwealth Stadium. Edmonton currently favored at -3 and the over-under set at 61.5. I'm Declan Krueger. This has been a Sports 1440 update.
Sports 1440 in West Edmonton Mall and Wetaskiwin. CKJR is a Stingray radio station.